Tuning in, we've got one away here in inning number 6.
Scotty Wiles.
Ready for another shot now, Scotty Wiles. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Now it's 2-0.
That's two close pitches right there, and he just laid off him. I think he's sitting on one specific pitch, and he hasn't gotten it yet.
The 2-0 on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great disciplined hitting.
The 2-1 on its way. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Chop foul to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Jonas Molina.
Ready once again, Jonas Molina, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Well, that was 2 quick outs right there, getting those guys in front of him, but now the 2-hitter comes to the plate. Right here, you look to either get on base any way you can, hit a gapper, anything, because you want those big boys coming up next.
A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Set to deliver on 2-1. A changeup over the inside corner.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
2 out, nobody on. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Striding in once again, Ken Williams. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. Now the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
The next 0-2. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give him fits out there. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Seawolves are out on top, 5-0. Digging in to try it again, Robin Yount. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Robin Yount.
Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Aguila is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Number 3, Michael Kimura.
Ready for another chance? Michael Kimura, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Wiles over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Digging in once again, Ryan Sandberg. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
No strikes.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Peralta will put this one away, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Seawolves lead it 5-0. Now at the plate, Chris Aguila. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Aguila.
First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he lays off for ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. And that one stayed up a little high. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, Rich Wilkerson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at hhome plate.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Justin Peralta, grounded down the third baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
2-2.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Man, was he flying down the line right there. Now I know there's 2 outs and he's not quitting. Maybe this is a rally starter with the 2-out infield single.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. Number 66 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Stepping in now, Luke Kent.
Inside.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 1-0. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Seawolves are out on top, 5-0. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Center fielder, Mikey Matu.
Now here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1-2. Here it comes. And that misses 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Into the box, Elijah Hayes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The left fielder, number 30, Cliff Floyd.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cliff Floyd. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate makes somebody else beat you.
So striding forward now, Orlando Cepeda. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back. 2 out with the man at first. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
The batter, designated hitter,
In now, Ralph Kiner. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Yep. And that's in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a high pop-up. Molina is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Into the box now.
Leading
Derek
up with a base
Winter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Derek Winter.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And that one right down Main Street. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Stepping in, Ernie Guzman, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's set, and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deliver the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. A runner at second, nobody out. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
The right fielder, number 14, Scotty.
Now
Wiles.
batting, Scotty Wiles. Here comes the first pitch. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A man at third with 1 away. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 coming. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Willie Murillo will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Willie Murillo.
David Chung will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
David Chung.
Slides down the left side, but foul.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Hit back toward the mound. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ball game. Into the box now, Robin Yount, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. Wilkerson moves over. 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The catcher, number 3, Michael Kimura.
At the plate, Michael Kimura. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled back.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Ready on 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Coming to the plate now, Ken Williams. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. The ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Number 12, Chris Aguila.
Striding into the box, Chris Aguila, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that misses, ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, Rich Wilkerson. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And he'll be back in standing up. 0-2, here it is. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Digging in, Justin Peralta. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0.
Clearly they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
And a 2-0 fastball runs away. 3-0 now. Luke Kent would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A runner on first with 2 away. That one's in there. 3-1.
Right there, Matt. You know, they get the leadoff man on, and they haven't been able to advance him. That's why they're not scoring runs. You got to hit and run still. Do something to get that runner moving. Get aggressive.
3-1. Here it is. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Luke Kent.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Luke Kent. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Bruce Sutter gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Bruce Sutter.
And this is low, ball 1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Just missing here, 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lays off, and it's 3-0. Derek Winter would be next. And that's in there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Digging in and looking for more, Derek Winter, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
0-1, here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Mata is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Brett Saberhagen earns the win, his second, as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Fernando Herrera was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Seawolves, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Bay Sox, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, Nolan Ryan earned the victory while striking out 11, helping lead the Tigers past the Twins 4-1. Carlos Carrasco allowed only one earned run pitching into the ninth inning as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 3-1. The Toronto Blue Jays got the best of the Brewers at home 3-2. The Boston Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-5.
Just over the river from Windsor, Ontario, we're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Michael Fulmer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, H?
Matt, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He will lead this one off today.
Rosario.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, nothing better than playing good baseball in front of the home crowd, and you're a 4-1 homestand. That's good baseball. They're executing. They're getting good pitching. I love watching them play right now. They're in a nice groove.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. And after a very chilly early morning, the temperatures thawed out a bit to 48 degrees here at game time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Well, Matt, don't let any player ever tell you they're not paying attention to the win, because you are. So when you get in the batter's box and you know that wind is blowing in, you really focus on, I got to hit a line drive. I got to keep that ball on the ground, because you know if you hit your best ball and it's into a tough wind blowing in, it's getting knocked down and it's falling into somebody's glove. So you focus on line drive to be successful.
Byron Buxton is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is an elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
And that misses 1-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Matt, the interesting thing about Lawrence, now I think the way he sets up is almost telling you what he's going to call. He'll call one side of the plate more than he will the other. Look at his setup. Maybe that'll help you out.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Phillips backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. 2-out hit, and that'll bring Brian Dozier to the plate this inning as well.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A 1 pitch on its way. That's a ball 1.
Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
2 out with the man at first. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Set to deal on 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Hey, good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Max Kepler is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Well, this is one of those big opportunities. You look back and say, did we learn anything? Now, yesterday, runners in scoring position in big situations, I couldn't drive them in. Now you got a chance to show you learned something and drive a run in here.
Here comes the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And the changeup is way low that time.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 2-1 on its way. Squared that one up just a little late.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
And another foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins strand a pair. Twins nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in it? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
Digging in now, Kenny Lofton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a ball 1-0. Harold, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, it's been a little bit of a struggle. 1-3 on the road trip. You never want to be in that position, but you try to pick up as many wins as you possibly can. That's why this game today is important. Well, he's definitely a ground ball pitcher. He's trying to get guys to swing the bat, put the ball on the ground. So what you got to do as a hitter, make him get it up. So now you can drive the ball instead of hit one into the dirt.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Now at the plate, Jeff Bagwell. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Set to deliver the 0-1. Next pitch, chop foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in. And even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
1-2. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder, Ted Williams.
So coming to the plate, Ted Williams. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Gibson gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Tigers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning at Comerica Park with no score. Digging in, Joe Mauer, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball 1.
And a fastball just a bit high. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Lofton coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's hitting just south of 300 in April. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, I'm not big on the first pitch changeup, but right there I liked it. He got out front of the swing, and now you got a strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Here's the tag by Iglesias, and they've got him at second base.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Bench is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. He's 1 for 2. First offering on its way. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit. Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Ozzie Smith. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Designated hitter, Ozzie Smith.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a flare out toward right center. Buxton moving in. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Digging in, Mike Schmidt. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Now another 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Nick Castellanos now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Career against Kyle Gibson. He's got 2 hits in 19 tries. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Well, he made a nice adjustment. That was a nice pitch right there, 3-0. Now puts the count 3-1. That was the same pitch he threw 2-0 and missed on it and got ball called.
Gibson steps into his windup. 3-1 on its way. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 7th, catcher, Johnny Bench.
Striding in, Johnny Bench. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Detroit. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. A nice aerial view of downtown Detroit, as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Comerica Park. In now,